Hey everybody, it's been a long time. I've chopped my hair. I am in my third trimester and I've been so bad about doing videos. But I have to admit that the second pregnancy has been a lot crazier than the first. Not to mention just having another child, a toddler. We also moved and I'm taking I took so many pictures of my son's pregnancies, like updates and this week and every single week and everything. And I've just been so bad. Every week is just flown by, and I go to take a picture and I realize, wait a minute, I'm almost the next week, so I might as well just wait till the next week, and then I forget, and then it just starts all over again. So this is going to be my first and second wrap up of I already did a first trimester video, so I guess this will be my second trimester video. My first trimester was awful, hungover. I felt like hungover all day long, every single day. That was fun. But the second trimester has been a breeze, and actually, I wish that I could stay in my second trimester forever, except for I really want to have a baby. So, during the second trimester, I've been able to stay active, to work out, I felt, pretty comfortable. I haven't felt sick. I haven't had any food aversions. In the second trimester, though, I started having some cravings. In my second trimester, I really started craving Mexican food, Tex-Mex and Taco Bell and local joint places here where we live, and our daughter's name is Juanita. That's her nickname, just because I love Mexican food. So my husband's thrilled because he's always loved Mexican food, and I've kind of been like, some days not, So that's been one of my big cravings this trimester. I've been doing classes at our local YMCA. I love our Y. We have a family membership, and I can go in the morning. I can drop my son off at Child Watch. They'll watch my child. I can go to a class. I've been taking Zumba and a class called RIP, which is like a weightlifting class. I've been doing a little bit lighter weights than I may normally than I would do when I wasn't pregnant. But it's really good to stay where I feel like I'm still working on my fitness, and even though I'm gaining weight, I feel like I'm still staying fit, because that's important to me. I just don't want to feel like I totally lose myself, and it's hard enough over the holidays. We went out of town to Dallas for Thanksgiving, and then we are coming up upon the all the Christmas festivities, and it's so hard. I just feel like when you're huge pregnant anyway, sometimes it feels like I could just, whatever, I'll just eat whatever. And I try as much as possible not to do that, just because I don't feel good when I do that. But I'm not worrying too much I'm probably going to gain about what I gained with my son, which is a little bit over 30 pounds, maybe 31, 32. I can't remember what I gained with him, but healthy range of what I gained. And I'm just starting really to get into that. I'm about 30 weeks, and I'm really starting to feel like I'm nesting. And the biggest thing that I started nesting with is getting my son's big boy room prepared, and that I will show you in either this video or another video. I'll either put it in here to show you or not, whatever. Anyway, I'll show you. So I wanted to we need to get him out of the crib. He is just a really laid back, easygoing kid. And so what we did was we talked about it. We talked about talking it up to him about being a big brother. And he has this book about how big brothers sleep in a big boy bed. And we thought, this is kind of strange that we're reading this book to him, and then he doesn't even sleep in a big boy bed. He was still sleeping in a crib. So he sleeps through the night. He slept through the night since he was 8 weeks old. 6 weeks it was most of the night. 8 weeks it was 12 hours plus. So he's just a really good sleeper, and he's really flexible. So we were like, well, let's just try it. We put the toddler rail on his crib, stayed in. He fell out in the first week. He fell out twice. And by the time we got up there to get him back into the bed, he'd already fallen asleep on the floor. So go figure. Kid can sleep anywhere. So we, but there's just was this big part of me, and this is, I think, the nesting part of me that was like, I want to get him out of that crib and into whatever big boy bed he's going to have, because we have 2 to 2.5 months. I mean, I have like 8 to 10 weeks left because I'm almost 30 weeks. So, I wanted to get him out because I wanted him not to associate that crib anymore. That's a baby crib. Now he is a big boy bed, and I wanted him to feel like we weren't kicking him out at all. I didn't want him to have any hard feelings about it. So he is now transitioned. I was actually able to get a toddler bed for $5 on one of those garage sale sites. I spray painted it like a teal color, and then we have his crib mattress. I found another crib mattress for $15. And so basically it's going to be a $25 project, and it allows us to take the time to figure out what we want to do long-term for his bedding situation. So, but anyway, his room is done, and I'm so excited because now we can get started on the nursery. So I just feel like I'm starting to want to buy things for our baby. I was just like in this, like, it was craziness from moving, and I just was overwhelmed from that. So it's really nice to feel like we're in a stage where I can just start totally focusing on her stuff, on her clothes. I boxed up my son's old clothes, and we're going to give those away. And so it's really fun to start buying things for her, like clothes. And I'm getting her a doll on Etsy. I can't wait till it comes. I'll show you guys. And just preparing my son and preparing her room and everything. So that's where we're at. I'm feeling her like crazy. My placenta's in the back. She, like, sometimes when I feel her, I feel my belly, I can feel her head there. So I press down, and it kind of hurts because it's like pinching my nerve probably in between her head and my skin and stuff. So it's crazy having placenta in the back versus placenta in the front. And I'm so glad that I had the placenta in the back this time and not the first time, and have it switched, because I'd probably be worrying a lot about her movement, because I can feel her like crazy. A couple other things. We are waiting for the new year, and then we're going to go get, I did our gender reveal thing video, if that will ever load. Hopefully it will. Hopefully it's already loaded by the time this is up. I talked about how she had a little bit of a heart issue. So we went in at 22 weeks and had an extra ultrasound, and in 20 minutes her beat slowed twice. And so it was nothing that our doctor was terribly concerned about, but it is something that they're going to keep an eye on. And after the new year, we're going to get a fetal EKG for her and just make sure that everything's okay. I'm really hopeful and praying that her heart will kind of correct itself, that beat has nothing to do with structure, so that's a really good blessing. And just praying that everything will go where it'll just all work itself out before she's born, or minimally, or something shortly after birth. So anyway, that's where we're at with our end of second trimester, heading into the third, and with baby number 2. So bye guys.